This is Cooper's Hawk Disc Golf Course in Campbell River, British Columbia. Last day of my vacation, last chance to film this course. This is hole 1. The distance is marked up ahead. We'll talk about it once we get to the basket. I'm going to throw a forehand. There's gaps on the left side. Those trees are more staggered than they look. They're actually quite large trees. The camera right now, they look kind of skinny. They're not. The bigger gap is on the right side for a turning backhand that will fade towards the basket, but I don't trust that shot. So I'm going to crack one of these trees on the left with the forehand instead. Hole 2, 244 feet. We're going to be playing off of the gold tee. This round will be a mix of just the longest distances that the holes offer. Like hole 3 is a ridiculously long par 3. I'm not going to make it, but this one we can make. The difficulty lies in the double mando. The trees are staggered, so you got to get through that gap up ahead. I'm going to try to throw the stall and a bit of hyzer. It's pretty beat in now. Try to get the flip. I want to challenge the tree on the left to get a straighter shot, more distance, have it fade in towards that basket. Well, we made the mando, which is nice. Yeah, that drive was pretty short. We're behind a wall over here, so just want to poke a putter through, whether it ends up on the left or right. We just don't want to be super obstructed for the actual putt to get this par. Hole 3, 538 feet. It's all the way down this James Conrad runway and then over the hill. The hill is long down there and it goes down and slopes to the right, and at the bottom of that right slope there's a basket. This is a par 3. It's crazy. I can't reach it, but here we are doing the hard mode thing. There's a set of dead trees at the very end. I can barely see. That's kind of like the aiming point if you're on the blues or reds for a forehand to then get your hyzer in. I'm just gonna try to send a backhand down there, hopefully get towards like the top of the hill, and then give myself an angle in to the green. Okay. I don't know if that was caught or not, but it hit a tree short. This is gonna be very hard. It's the weird thing about open holes like park style golf is I have a hard time gauging distances. So I threw that backhand and it got some turn, and I didn't know if it was going towards the tree, if it was already clear of the tree. It hit the tree, so it wasn't clear. It still cut off most of the distance. Like, we're still past the red pad, so we can still play for par here, which is all I want on this hole anyway. I just want it to be more left and probably another 50 to 70 feet forward, just to the top of the hill so I can see the basket. But from here, yeah, you can see the dead stuff in the center. So the basket is to the right of that dead stuff. So I'm gonna get down here and try to pop this stall far enough to get down there. Uh-oh. This is going to be a long putt. Hole 4. I was on hole 3 so long I lost count. Hole 4, 203 feet. It's uphill. There are some dead trees that act as pillars that are guardians. There is an OB long. I'm going to throw a zone to try to negate the possibility of OB long. And just try to dodge the first few, get up there, give myself a look. This is one of the ones you want to birdie, but We won't curse ourselves on this channel. That'd be stupid. Hole 5 is from the Golds, 343 feet. The hole starts going uphill. There are 2 trees that I love hitting right in front of me here. They're fluffy, and I hate them. I think if you've got an absolute gun of a forehand, the best way to get past those is to go out this massive gap on the left. I've played with a guy that just absolutely smashes one out there. It's a thing of beauty. It's not me. I want a backhand to go to the right of the smaller tree right there, and then to hyzer in. This is a distance that I can't quite get to, trying to like shape a shot. So I want to just try to get an easy par here. The difficulty is the basket sits up on top of a hill with a big slope down. So if you get too aggressive on your second, you find yourself with like an edge of circle putt to try to make a par. Yeah, there's that fluffy tree. It was bad anyway, because there's a tree beside the basket. If I throw a forehand, run the risk of, well, maybe the tree is good for speed control, but I don't want to putt under a tree. I want to try to put it to the right, give it its time to fade, get to the basket. I've got a buddy back home who claims I don't use this on backhand enough, so I guess being in a different town where only strangers can laugh at me and people on the internet, it's a good idea to practice this here. Okay, we successfully juiced it down into the gulch that I spoke of on the tee pad. So now we've got a long putt for par. So I'm a very nose down putter, and that was putting up the hill. Thankfully the disc even sat. It didn't do its normal roll routine off to the other side. And because I'm such a nose down putter into a headwind, it just slams me down. Even what was that, 15 feet? Like, it's embarrassing. So hopefully we make up for it on hole 6, because I'm pretty sure now we're 1 over. Inexcusable. There's tougher holes to come. Hole 6, 239. There is no gold pad, just the blue. I'm going to try a forehand, because my backhand has not been working on this hole, with this zone, and hopefully not hit the dead stuff in the center. If we can get anywhere around it, like past it, then it's a good birdie look. That's so frustrating, missing a 15-footer with no obstruction and then cashing a ridiculous, like almost pro level putt from Kansas. I love being that guy though that frustrates people, that misses all the easy ones and gets the dumb putts. Every time I play around, I always get a stupid one to go in. Speaking of stupid, here's hole 7, 269. This is from the Gold. It's a tight window. You can throw something understable on a backhand, probably a slight hyzer, flip, and then turn to get to the basket. Or what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to send a forehand down there. And really, as long as you don't hit those 2 trees on the left and that one in the center, then you're down there to get something. So let's try to get something. Something's better than nothing. I ate chicken before I came here. I feel like my hand is still greasy. So I'm really worried about a slip out. Now I get to worry about a slip out. Okay. Yeah, look at that tree. Bonk. The good news is we'll find it. Okay. So it's just a large gap here. gonna try to put the zone up kind of close to that tree on the left, hyzer in towards the basket, try to walk out of here with a 3. Whoa. Hole 8A, as it's called, is 249 feet. That's right, we've arrived at the next pad. This is the gold pad. Wha-cha! The shot here generally is a stable backhand. You want to throw at the trees on the right, probably being on the outside of those trees on the right side, or kind of in the center on the screen is a better place to be. You want to give the disc some height to give it time to hyzer. The basket sits on the left. If I were to go in a straight line, it's through like everything, and I can't throw hard enough to throw through everything. Not yet. So I'm going to try to throw it out to the right and get that hyzer play. Super bad. This is 8B, and I walked past the T sign, so I don't know how long this is. There's no gold pad, there's just a blue, and it goes straight and then to fade right. So I'm going to throw a forehand at something stable. This is a hole that you like to get the birdie on. Last time I played it, I hit only kind of like the one tree that you can't afford to hit, which is, you know, how I play. So today, I'm probably going to go too wide and just not being a good look for birdie. But I want to go forehand. I want to go straight to fade. The basket's in a line down that way, so we got to maneuver through this stuff here. Whoa, nope. I hit it again. The nice thing about all these early tree hits and misfires off the tee is you guys get a better look at more of the hole. It's not just tee to green. So now we have same shot shape, really, a bit more hyzer. The basket's now straight ahead, but we still want to go in, I think, more comfortably with the forehand. Try to get it close-ish, get the par, and get out of here. Yep, that's going to be a long look for par. Hole 9, 231 feet. There's no gold tee for this one as well. We're going to throw a high forehand into the jungle, and we want to stall it out towards those dead chopped off trees towards the back. And we just want it to come crashing down to the right towards the basket. The basket is, I guess, in a straight line from me this way, so I can't navigate that. So I'm going to try to ignore it. High, hyzer, boom, and make an ace run. Oh, wow, we actually got it. Just make the stupidest putts. Hole 10, right beside a road. It's a nice place for people to drive by and razz you if they feel that's what they should do. It's a short one, 206 feet. There is no gold pad. We're on the blue. I played with a guy named John the other day who smoothed the zone right up towards that big tree and hyzered in towards the basket. I think he actually won a CTP for it. And I thought, I have a zone, so I can do that too. And I took that opportunity to realize that John's a lot better at this game than I am, and I can't do that. And I almost threw it on the road like an idiot. So I'm going to try that shot again and hopefully make up for a lost opportunity to take some money from my new friend John. So yeah, I went way too straight. I went between those dead trees. It was bad. Here we go. Oh, that's how we did it. This hole, by the way, is straight ahead, so there was no way I was going to hit it. I think let's try to chip this zone up on a forehand, try to get ourselves close for a par. Hole 12, there's no gold tee, thankfully. Playing off the blues, it says 199 feet. I believe it. I've seen backhands, I've seen forehands. I think I played with a guy a couple years ago that threw a thumber. I've been throwing some backhands down here and mixed results. I'm gonna try a forehand down here. I'm gonna try this really stable stall, this beautifully dyed stall. Thank you so much, Chad. On a bit of a force over line, see if I can flex out and get close. I mean, it's pinned high, but it's way to the right. That's fine. Hole 13, 252, double Mando. There's a massive stump right in the center. So you want to try to get a backhand through the skinny gap between the Mando tree and the stump to float down this hill to land on a basket that's on a very severe slope. It made the Mando somehow. It's one of those stupid putts no one makes. Hole 14, 188 feet. We're playing on the blue. There is no gold. It is a straight shot. Nice guys at the end let me know that I can hit a tree now. Straight shot basket sits on the right side. It's right in front of a severe drop into what I've only referred to as the Stinky. It's kind of a swamp area. I want to throw this zone on a forehand. I want to get close to that kind of gnarly tree in the center. Get some fade. If you hit it, you hit it. If you get around it, great, you got a birdie luck. Oh no! There's too much hyzer, went down too early. Let's go check out the Stinky. Just let a bunch of kids play through. It's crazy how fast they play. It's like they've got somewhere to be when they don't realize they've got a lot more time left on this earth than I do. I'll still take it slow. The basket's up here. We are right here. Just kind of have to throw it up into the light of heaven and hope we don't smack an early tree and roll back down. That's where the disaster lies. So let's get up there. Yeah. Hole 15, 331. This is the last hole that you tee off beside the road. This is the last time someone can try to kill me by revving the engine. If I fall down beyond this, it's purely on me. I'm just gonna try to throw this loose along the right side. We got a bit of a tailwind, so I have to keep it far to the right if I don't want to hyzer out and go OB along the road. Hole 16, 368 feet. This is a bit of a missile. I've never played this hole from the Golds. The entire fence line on the left by that telephone post, tower pole, you know what it is OB. And then you can go OB long. Well, maybe you can. That won't be happening on this channel. And there might be OB right back down on the other side of the Stinky. Gonna try to get a falk out there, just get the turn and settle. It's hopefully somewhere center. Don't go over the fence. We're in because it hit the fence. But we are super relieved to not have to even take relief from this fence. Just gonna try to scoot one under this tree, tap in for a par and walk away, not a victim. Hole 17, this is a tough one. 298 feet, you've got an OB fence line left. You've got a Mando on the right side, a mandatory to keep the left of. And then beyond that, you have an OB line that separates this fairway from the fairway of hole 12. So the shot is a backhand that pushes that Mando tree. You want to be just inside it. You want to have enough height and still enough speed to get past the tree, but then get your hyzer towards the basket. Very, very tough birdie. This is from a gold pad, and I'm going to give it my best. Oh. So that was awful. Turns out there's also a mandatory on the left side that I've never seen before until I almost hit it just now, but I'm on the proper side of the Mando. It went through some jungle. We got to go find a pink disc. We got luckier than I deserve. We got through all of that stuff and back into the clear. The basket straight ahead. We just have a little anhyzer backhand towards the basket, hopefully tap out a par. So this is hole 18 from the Golds. I've never seen this tee pad before. It took a while to find it. It's the nerviest tee shot of my life. We got a baseball game and people parked down below. So I hope that I'm not filming an at-fault insurance claim. I'm going to try to put a backhand to the very far right with something stable and get it to hyzer towards the basket after the parking lot.
That's short and safe.
I'll take that over someone collecting for sure. As I walked up there, there's all the parents of the kids and everything. They're all standing around and they see me pull a disc out. The guy walks over, "Hey man, what are you doing?" And I'm thinking, "Whoa, you must have parked at the far end of the lot, sir." So that was quite funny. So there were definitely some nervous eyes watching that shot. I'm glad that it worked out. We have a long putt at birdie, kind of a lowish ceiling, I think. So the odds of par are pretty high, which still, I mean, we're finishing even or one under. It's been a slow back nine. There's been so many people playing through, but everyone that's gone through has been fantastic. It's been so good. Like the disc golf crowd is it's unreal, and it doesn't matter where you go. The people are always great, and that's what I like most about this sport. Here we are. Yeah, it's a circle 2 look, but maybe if it's not too obstructed, it's something that we can try to get a little celebration out of. So here we go. Completely whiffed, but we'll get a par. Well, that concludes Cooper's Hawk in Campbell River, British Columbia. Really appreciate everybody watching. For everyone in the area, be sure to check this course out. It's great. It's very busy. But if you're in this area and you're on vacation, go when everyone else is at least supposed to be at work. That's what I recommend. But the leagues are also good too. They're Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. Wonderful crowd. And I can't say enough good things about this course. Thanks for watching.